Guys take my program and end up sleeping with the hottest girl they've ever seen in their life.
Okay.
And they wife this girl up and they're like, see you later, Michael. I'm like, bro, you still got another 5 months on your course. Like, what are you doing? And they're gone.
Hey,
so one of the things that a lot of coaches are doing now is they'll sell a product below $2,500 and they'll go direct to cart. They'll go webinar, like, oh, that's another thing we're going to do is webinars. But they'll do like a 90-minute webinar, which leads to direct to cart, $1,500, $1,300, whatever. This is like the Casey Zander or Wes Watson model.
Yeah.
And they'll sell to these people, and that'll do really well for them. But because of that, they take the entire sales process out of the picture, right?
Yeah.
Now, you are an actual salesperson who
I come from the
trains
world of
salespeople,
sales, yeah.
and you have
from outbound.
and you have low ticket offers,
Yeah.
and you don't have a salesperson sell this. This is probably a direct to cart low ticket offer thing that you have.
Yeah.
And so this is my point. It's like my thing is do both.
Yeah.
Everyone.
You have to do it all.
It should start with a $3 audio book that you sell on TikTok, and it should end with a $100,000 mastermind.
Yeah.
Why not sell it all? So we're doing our first LTO, and I'm kind of like having to twist my my partner's arms with this, and I'm like, bro, let's do. And by the way, here's the other thing: my partners don't want to be on camera. I'm like, fuck that. You guys are coming on camera. I'm asking you questions because these guys are so smart. One of them has a master's in finance. The other guy's a coder. They're really smart.
Yeah.
And so I'm bringing them on calls because they don't recognize how smart they are. We took a business with $1,500 and we do $10 million. A lot of people, and I'm nobody, and we were able to do that. So we're like, man, let's teach other people how to do this.
Yeah.
So we have one LTO, and what I want to do is I want to have a shopping cart with like 10 of them. The guys from V-Shreds, they sat me down, Nick Daniels and Kevin Pern.
Yeah, the V-Shred guy. Yeah.
No, not the V-Shred guy, not the guy on camera. The guy, the owners.
Okay.
Yeah, Kevin Pern and Nick Daniels. Okay. So these guys would go, we would play paintball at Bilzerian's house, and they would break down and they'd tell me, your cart needs to have this, and this. So I'm like pushing the envelope. I'm like, we're going to do one low ticket offer. It's like, no, bro, you need to have 15 low ticket offers.
We have 5 right now. Yeah. That's our biggest one.
Here's the other thing I'm doing though. My guys that get into my alumni program, which is my second higher ticket program, my upsell, I'm going to give them all my LTOs for free. They get all of them for free because they've been with me forever. Yeah. And here's the other thing. That's where I hire my sales guys from. I get my sales guys from my high ticket offer because they've been with me for years.
And they know it.
They know it. Yes.
All of there's no salespeople that work here that wasn't a client for us in an industry and they crushed it, and then they wanted to come here and represent our brand.
So they're also my networking coaches. So networking coaches is like a fulfillment coach.
Yeah.
They're also guys that went through the alumni program. So for us, you go through Men of Action, either 6 months or a year, and then you graduate into alumni. Okay. And then in alumni, you get to come to things forever. But I actually have you guys come to my events. Most of my events that I throw now are charity events. Yeah. I'll raise money for animal rescue or for troops overseas or for homeless children or whatever. And the guys will come and then they'll help for free. Yeah. And then the guys that do that for a while, they build incredible social circles.
Sure.
My biggest issue, you know what it is?
What?
Have you ever had a guy, he gets too much success too quick and then they just leave the program?
Yeah, we do certain things to lock them in, but I know what you about.
My biggest issue is this. Guys take my program and end up sleeping with the hottest girl they've ever seen in their life.
Okay.
And they wife this girl up and they're like, see you later, Michael. I'm like, bro, you still got another 5 months on your course. Like, what are you doing? And they're gone.
Hey, you solved their problem.
And then around month 5, because they don't have the frame to keep that girl.
Okay.
They don't have the frame to keep. They haven't learned. They didn't stay in the course.
Okay.
They don't understand frame or hypergamy. And so they come around week 5 and they're like, we broke up, and I'm like, and then I go to gallery mode on Zoom, and I'm like, let's all give him a big round of applause. He's back.
Should have stayed in the course.
He's back. You should have stayed in the course. That's the other issue with us. Yeah. The most dangerous thing is to not have a gun, and the most dangerous thing is to not have a gun. The most dangerous thing is to have a gun and not know how to use it.
Well, here's what we always say to salespeople and companies, and it's what I got from Brad. I always quote Brad B. Is training something you did, or is training something you do?
Yeah.
So if you want to be sales, you want to be the best, it's something you do every day. You want to be average, it's something you did. So with your course, it's like, hey, is training something you did, or is training, learning how to do this, something you do if you want to get to the pinnacle, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It's just reframing their way of thinking.
So for me, I think it's a little different because I teach social networking while social networking.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I'm actually friends with these people, and then they come on the show, and I'm teaching you how to build a podcast while I'm building a podcast. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, I only have 180,000 on Instagram and YouTube. But the thing is, like, I come from nothing, like absolutely nothing. There was I'm not like Chris Williamson. I wasn't on a fucking reality show. I'm like nobody. And I came from nothing, being a portfolio manager at a fund and a former U.S. military officer, to like getting to where I am now, to where people are annoyed by my commercials. That's when you know you made it. When people are annoyed, like, I see your face every day.
How do I get rid of this?
How do I get rid of this dude? That's when you know you've made it. But like it's just it's such a crazy thing to happen, and so I want to teach people that next. That's our next group of courses is going to be,
because that's like you keep them in your program for like, you know, for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 4 years, because you're also teaching them other skills like more success in business, how to, you know, all that stuff.
But just think about like how that would fit in with what you do, right? So like now I teach you how to build a brand so that when you get guys from 7th level, they're like, oh yeah, I know all about this guy. Like, because you know, if you're a salesperson out there, you know when it's easier to sell certain things than others. I'm a nobody, and I've had 2,000 people apply to be closers for me. You want to know why? Because guess what my closers get to do? They get to go to Mexico for Swimsuit USA's World Championship. They get to hang out with me, and I introduce, and all the, you know, my closers have, they all have a girlfriend that I introduce them to. They love working for me because of that because of the culture that we have in the program.